I want to disabuse you of something before we continue. That is, if anyone has me on a pedestal, I won't be able to help them. If you secretly have me on a pedestal, you have sort of anticipation that you have some kind of expectancy from me. I can't help it. I won't be able to help you. You won't recover. Because otherwise you're making me God, and I'm not God, and I can't help you. You make anyone God. Because you're the God maker greater than the God. That's what you saw in the Democratic Convention, is this the excitement of the people creating their own God. See? And that's what was happening, that's the excitement. And then the God you create is supposed to give you a sense of worth. And all the worthless people in the world are aroused by that kind of rhetoric. See that? And so, inspirational speakers do the same thing. They inspire, but really the word is outspire. So therefore, I'm not here to arouse your passions, but passions will be aroused. It doesn't mean to say that we don't want you to be aroused in some way, but not purposefully. I can't imagine Jesus being an inspirational speaker. He would sit on the side of the hill and talk to people, just like we're talking together now. And they would ask him questions, but Master, blah, 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 this and that. And he would explain to them, right? But the explanations are enough. The explanations, if they are carefully framed, but not artificially carefully framed intellectually, if they come from the heart, from my heart to your heart, then something magic happens. And so what we intend to do in the next couple of days, maybe a couple of minutes, who knows how long it will take for me to help you, but everybody here has come for a reason. You've come for a reason because you're not happy, or you have arthritis, or you have scabious of the bongo, which is a name for just about every disease you got. You might as well all call it scabious of the bongo, because there's only one disease. And that's separation from God, to play God, and you don't know you're playing God, because playing God is a high. If you put me on a pedestal, as I said a few moments ago, you feel important, making me important. You see? And so that's not good. So just listen to me, and let it go through one ear and come out the other, and just see what sticks. Because helping you requires faith. The trouble is you don't know what faith is, and I can't explain it. But everyone has got it, but they don't know they have it. It just has to be activated, but it cannot be activated by effort or believing that you believe. I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. You know, you hear me talking to people with problems on the radio, and they're believers, they're Christians, but they're shacking up with their girlfriend. I said, how can you call yourself a Christian? Shacking up with your girlfriend. Blah, 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 blah. How can you be a Christian and have any problems at all? I don't have any problems, in psychological, emotional, or anything like that. I've got scars left over from not understanding the matrix, the medical matrix, and I'm not going to bore you with that. You know all about that if you've listened to me before. Yeah, I've suffered, and I've recovered from the medical matrix, and you can. I had to go through all these medical procedures I didn't even need to go through, because the world does not understand disease. And the trouble is you make your doctors your God. And all of you live, listen carefully, so that you see me jump around a little bit. Actually, I'm not jumping around, I'm just hitting different points. It's all saying the same thing. When you catch me saying the same thing, you'll be better. But you won't be bored. It's just fascinating that one thing can become everything. But the big problem you have right now is that you don't speak up. And if you do speak up, you speak up out of rage, out of frustration, out of the desire to create an outcome, influence a person. You must never try to influence anybody. I'm not going to try to influence you at all. I'm just going to talk with you. And I'm trying to awaken something in you. Awaken. That's not influence. I'm using influence because in a manner of speaking it is, but it isn't. It isn't influence, the usual business of influencing, because that's not healthy for anyone. But you all listen, all live in a secure state in your head. It's a comfort zone. And so as long as no one challenges you, you're kind of okay. But you're not really, because the lack of okayness, excuse the vernacular, is felt in anxiety and fear and frustration and dis-ease, meaning uncomfortable, depression, and then of course turning anger in on yourself. And you think, well, at least I'm just turning it into myself. And then suicide, God kills himself. Well, what kind of God am I? So I think I'll just do myself in and not hurt the world. I mean, you've got really strange ideas. People just have really strange ideas. They come from somewhere. We're going to see this. Today we're going to see it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to, if I can, pull it out of you and say, look, this is what's inside you. But you don't know it's there. Or you do know it's there. You either don't or do. If you know it's there, you struggle. If you don't know it's there, you don't know it's there because it won't let you know it's there. It's in charge of what you know and what you don't know. See? So you have this little comfort zone, and somehow I'm going to challenge that. And when you get better, when you leave here a better human being, and you carry your betterness through the world, you're going to be a living challenge, meaning your very existence is going to piss everybody off. Excuse me. I'm inclined to use an occasional word like that because I don't know how to amplify the point better. See? So that's what I do. I don't move around very much. I'm kind of tied to home. I've still got some damage left from the doctors, not knowing what was wrong with me. If he would have told me what was wrong with me and gave me the reasons, I could have fixed myself. So I'm going to give you all kinds of reasons. But then how do you fix yourself? Well, you fix yourself by return to common sense. Now, that you have common sense means you're here. It takes one to know one. But to activate that common sense so it flows through you with effortless grace. So that what you know and what you realize is not something you remember. That's why I don't ask you to remember anything. What you know or are reminded of, I'm reminding you that I'm living what you should have lived. All I am is nothing more than an ordinary man, and I'm ordinary and you're abnormal. And I'm not smart, you're just stupid. See? See the difference? So don't think of me as smart. That's putting me on a pedestal. I'm not smart. I'm just an ordinary man with what appears to you extraordinary powers. Now, the powers are extraordinary, but they're not my powers. And you will be extraordinary, in a manner of speaking, but ordinary. Extraordinary is normal. It means God-centered. It means you already have the means to receive, let's use some descriptive words,